Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe and notification button. And if you are interested in seeing how I got this to my natural look for Thanksgiving, please. Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we are going to do a very just kind of everyday look for Thanksgiving. So for Thanksgiving we are going to my Sissy's, and let me just fix everything on the camera because obviously I'm not paying attention. So we're going to my Sissy's, and this is really like, there we go. How is that? Better. So I want to be as laid back as possible on Thanksgiving because, you know, sometimes you just don't feel like doing everything. But I still want to make sure I'm presentable for my family. So we are going to do just a very neutral look. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I've already put up a video where it's a little bit more glam, but yeah, we're gonna go at it. My hair is crazy today. Yes. So we're gonna go at it some, and we'll just see what we can come up with. So my first thought was I wanted to use a palette that most of you probably have or have something very similar to it. So that was my first challenge of the day that I still have not resolved. But I think I have a good idea. I think I have a good idea what I'm going to do. Or what we're going to do. I'm going to stick my... Sorry, my dogs have decided to just now eat. They've had food since 5 o'clock this morning. It is now 10 o'clock, and they say, what the hell, we're filming? Let's eat. Let me just clean up my brushes real quick, and we are going to yank out a palette that I just am certain most people can work with. Actually, alright. I don't even know if I'm gonna do that. I pulled out a palette and I was like, I pulled out my Warrior palette. I don't even know if I want to do that to you. You guys give me 1 second and I will find something very neutral. How's that? Alright, so I'm going to pull out an oldie but a goodie. The good old Naked palette from Urban Decay. So, I know that most people have this palette, right? Or you have some version of it. The goal here is just to show you that you can use a very minimal look, minimal makeup, and still get some payoff. And feel like you're not completely naked. That's how I feel when I don't have makeup on naked. Naked! Naked. I'm going to go ahead and moisturize my face. Just going to pull out moisturizer we are trying to use up. It has a little bit of luminosity to it. It is the Perricone MD Firming Moisturizer. Because it's for old people. No, I'm just kidding. It is for people with mature skin, which is where I would categorize myself right now. That I'm at this point in my life. At this point in my life, I have mature skin. Okay. And then we are going to put some eyeshadow base on, just to make sure everything stays in place. Now you can use anything from your Milani eyeshadow primer. I'm happen to use one of my Too Faced Shadow Insurance that came in, I'm sure, one of the kits I bought, but just something to help hold the makeup in place, or the eye makeup in place. So we'll put that on our lids. You guys watch me enough, you know that I use anywhere from my Painterly pot to something like Leo's. So it's Thanksgiving and all, right? So I'm going to go at this with, I'm probably going to just use Naked, Sidecar, and Buck, and maybe Virgin in the inner corner. So focusing on these 3 shades right here, and then this in the inner corner. So first of all, I'm going to go in with Naked and do a transition. I am not setting my eyes this time because I don't feel like it. Oh, what's that? Alright, so very light touch. Naked is our transition. And then we'll go in with Buck. I'm going to go in with a little bit of a tighter brush. Still a blending brush. This is a Morphe, as was the other brush I had, was a Morphe, both Morphe brushes. I used to do that Morphe 5 brushes a month or whatever club, so which is why I have so many Morphe brushes. Alright, so we're just kind of deepening that up a little bit. Actually, let me zoom you in so you can see. We'll just take in the Buck and, like I said, making this a little bit deeper for some dimension. And I'm going to bring that about halfway through my eye. I'm looking forward to going somewhere for Thanksgiving and not having to cook. I'm also looking forward to the fact that my mom's going with me to my sister-in-law's. This is my sister-in-law on my husband's side of the family. But Mommy's going with me because we want her to. We want her to be with us. Alright. So then I'm going to go in just with my finger into Sidecar. That's what it looks like. You can barely see it. That's going to be my pop of shimmer. And, you know, very light-handed. Just go in and put that on. Yes, I know, I don't have fingernails anymore. Purposeful decision. Thought I needed to give my hands a break for a little bit. Alright, we're going to go back into Buck a little bit and just kind of make sure we blend that. And it's pretty seamless. Very gradient effect. Alright. See how simple that was? Alright. So now I'm going to go in with a foundation. Now, my intent is just to use a sheer foundation just to kind of even out some of the skin. And I will zoom you back. Oh. Just to even out some of my skin. So I have a couple of options. I could use this Wet n Wild Cushion Foundation. This is a very sheer formula. But I think, well, I may use that. I will go in with a little bit of primer if I can find some. Can you believe I don't have any primer in my makeup use up? What kind of girl are you? You're not prepared. Okay, so I think I'm going to go into my Tarte. This is the, what do they call it? Matte and Poreless or something like that. It's very similar to the Tatcha primer that everybody's in love with right now. It's a good dupe for that. But I'm just going to take a little bit on my hand there, and I'm going to pat it in where I know my pores will show through. Because I don't need everybody sitting at the Thanksgiving table saying, look at that girl, she got some big pores. And this does have like a lemony scent like the one from Tarte. Okay, so I am going to go in with my Wet n Wild. I just decided that I didn't want to look for anything else. So I am in the shade, what shade am I? What shade is you? Let's see. Wait for it. I'm in the shade Nude Beige. So I'm going to take my beauty blender and I'm going to, this is not a beauty blender, my beauty sponge. And I'm going to put it on the end of my sponge and start patting that all over my face. This is my Real Technique sponge. And even though it is sheer, it does a pretty good job covering up redness and all of that. You don't want to go too hog wild with it. And hopefully it will just dry down very good. Like I said, we're just trying to get a little bit of coverage. Seems blotchy. What's going on? Hey! Something doesn't seem right. It's okay. We'll deal with that later. We're going to go in with our, this is our Born This Way concealer, the original that Oko decided to chew the lid off of. Just trying to use it up. And I'm getting closer. And I have pretty dark circles today, so I'm sure I will on Thanksgiving Day. Red nose, red lips. I try my best just to pat it in, but I don't. Sometimes you gotta swipe. Just to give that a good tap all over my. We're gonna have to clean up our eyeshadow some. I don't normally have to go that far up in my eyes, but my eyes are horrible right now. Alright, I'm going to put some setting powder down on our face. And I just do this because I find that all foundation on me is transferable. And you know you're going to get some hugs in on Thanksgiving. And I don't want my stuff getting on everybody's clothes. So we're just going to set that down with some of that Urban Decay Naked. I don't see anything naked about it. You hear me banging it. It's me trying to get it out. It's almost empty. almost done with that shit. I am getting shit everywhere. What is that in my hair? Good Lord. So it's already starting to come off this spot right here. That's alright. We're going to be done with this. Alright. So what I do, even though, yes, I just set everything down with powder, but I don't want a powder face, so I'm going to go in with my Mario Badescu facial spray. This is with aloe, chamomile, and lavender. And let your face absorb that. I know that's a little bit crazy today. My hair. Earlier I had a beanie on because it's so cold. Okay. We're just going to do a quick touch on our eyebrows with our ABH Dip Brow because no, I'm not going to use this. Never mind that. I'm not using that. I'm just going to use a little pencil and fill in a few spots. And we will go on our merry way because we are doing a look that doesn't require all of that makeup. Just filling in a little bit with the pencil. I will put some brow gel on just because my brows need it. We've got the Brow Gal. If you have thicker brows, you just need a little brow gel. I, on the other hand, have no eyebrows. I need to figure out a way to change that. I think the only way is to microblade. It'd be nice not to have to do your brows. It's expensive though. If you find a place where microblading is not as expensive as other places, you should question that. Question it. Alright, we're just going to put a tiny bit of bronzer on. Go right back into our Hoola. Any bronzer will work. This just happens to be what I'm trying to get rid of, or use up. And I'm just going to focus back here. I have been pulling it more forward. I don't like the way it looks. Looks like my whole face has got bronzer on it when I do that. I just want to keep it back here. And yeah, I think that looks better. So what's everybody doing for Thanksgiving? Are you staying home and cooking? Are you going somewhere? What are you doing? I really wouldn't mind staying home and not cooking. Getting my Christmas shopping started. Alright, I'm going to put a touch of blush on, just a teeny bit. And we're going to go into this shade right here. This is my Milani. We're just going to do just a touch. Just a touch. Just a touch. I'm probably not going to highlight my face today. Shocking. Just because I don't want to. How's that? How is that? I don't want to look like a glitter ball. I say that and then I get the highlighter out. Let's see if I can just do a little bit. Just a touch. Just a touch. Yeah. That's good. No. It's a little bit more than I wanted to do, but that's alright. This is one of the Color Pop ones that I have in my use up. Okay. We're gonna put a little bit under our eyes. And then I use this little pencil brush that I got from my BoxyCharm. Go back into Buck and just kind of run that along our lash line. Just a tiny bit. I did want to put something in my inner corner. Let me put this Virgin on my inner corner. See how that looks. Oh yeah. Every time I'm telling you, every time I put this Naked palette on, I go, why don't I wear this more often? It's a great everyday palette. Great. I think it's coming back out just in new packaging. That's my opinion. Okay, we're gonna put some mascara on, and then we're gonna just put some lippies on. And anything you prefer would be great. I may just put a gloss on. A little bit of a tinted gloss, and be done with it. No lashes or anything, just regular, just you. After all, anybody you're going to see is going to be so happy to see you for the holidays that they're not going to mind whether you have falsies on or not. But the goal is to feel good about what you have on. My pump is singing to me. Alright, so I'm probably just going to put on a little of this Buxom. I think this is in, it's probably White Russian. That's normally what I have is White Russian, although it has a pinkish tint to it. Let's see here. We're going to put a little bit of liquid lip on. Now, the benefit of a liquid lip is hopefully it lasts all day. So, I put on my, this is from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it is my Starfish. That's what that looks like. Susan, of acting up. And then I'm just going to set it with my Color FX Illuminating Setting Spray. And minus a little bit of mascara, we get under our eyes like I always do. We are ready to go. So this is just a very natural, subdued look for Thanksgiving. And yeah, I hope my hair looks better on Thanksgiving. I'm already gonna get criticized enough for it, but never mind that. All right, my beauties, that is what I have for you today. A little simple look. I hope you have a blessed Thanksgiving. You guys have made this year so wonderful for me, and I'm thankful to have you. Have a great turkey day. Don't eat too much. Love you guys so much. Mwah.